Okay, what we're doing is we're doing a critique of some of the testimony that was given at the assembly by Greg Sovas and also by Doyle, an industry rep.
The imposition of prohibitions and setbacks means that the same 640-acre drilling unit will be fragmented into smaller units so that additional wells would need to be drilled.
Mike Doyle, again, he's suggesting that the standards should be lower in New York. He's talking about increasing the gross area of land that might be drilled. But again, he offers no justification for any other setback. And he's implying, or he's stating, that the setbacks and the standards in New York are so stringent, meaning they're more stringent than in other states. And that's just not the case. The setbacks in New York from a house are only 100 feet. From a school are under 150 feet. In Texas, under zoning laws, that would be 1,000 feet. In New Mexico, it would be 750 feet. In some places, it would be a mile. So, you know, the notion that the standards are too high in New York is just baloney.
This situation creates more land disturbance, truck traffic, and other nuisance impacts. The overall result will be less production from the 640-acre unit because there will be areas that will not be drilled or drained. Landowners will see a decrease in the value of their leases in both bonus payments and royalties, and companies will incur increased costs and very likely additional environmental disturbance from more wells being drilled in the corresponding unit to recover less gas. Second, while New York already has an extensive regulatory framework in place and has an enviable decades-old environmental record, the SGEIS imposes excessive permitting and regulatory requirements with questionable environmental benefits. Again,
this is Doyle. Again, he says the proposed regulations are excessive, but he doesn't cite any specifics. If a gas well can be drilled in New York State 100 feet from a house, I mean, what is he suggesting? That should be reduced to 50 feet? I mean, it's ridiculous. The setback from the DEC has in New York from a school is 150 feet. Those kinds of setbacks would be illegal in most states. In fact, they'd be illegal in any state, because I don't know of any state where the setbacks are that low. And again, this Mike Doyle, he's testifying to the New York State Assembly that these regulations are excessive. It's nonsense.
Each application to drill a well must include a number of plans to address issues that have not been fully justified in the document and may have questionable legal authority.
Doyle talks about regulations in New York that might be illegal, but he cannot cite anything that's illegal.
Mike, there was a statement in your, let me find it. Each application to drill a well must include a number of plans to address issues that have not been fully justified in the document and may have questionable legal authority. Can you tell me what you mean by questionable legal authority?
Yeah, I'm going to have Greg handle that.
Sure.
There are two, I'm not a lawyer, by the way, just to tell you that. There are two real issues, I think, that have come out of the questionable legal authority, and there may be others, but one was in some of the air requirements, particularly those that are found in the new rules or proposed for new rules. The second was in the stormwater permit. There are a number of things that were in the stormwater permit. The stormwater permit, by the way, is 28 pages for fact sheet and 107 pages long. And so there's some very questionable reaches that the department has made with regard to, it's also duplicative of a lot of information that's required by the Division of Mineral Resources. But there are some questionable interpretations, I guess, of federal law and state law as to the requirements that are in that permit.
Sovas says nothing specific about the quote questionable legal status. So this talking about the the legality of the regulations from these two, Sovas and Doyle, it's just a red herring. I don't think none of the assemblymen believed it. I don't believe it. It's nonsense.